Hey, good morning, everybody, to my Philippine subscribers. Good evening to America and beyond. Hey, I see John Wells is on here early. What's up, John? Everybody, hit that thumbs up today. Y'all know it helps me. And also, if you think I've done enough to earn your subscription, go ahead and subscribe. I haven't been asking for that lately, and maybe I should. But yeah. I appreciate y'all joining me. Hey, Eagle 23, Kenneth Roundtree, what's going on? Thanks for that message on Patreon today, man. It gets a little nittier and a little grittier when you actually get here. Smoky Mountain Modeler, what's going on? Hey, DJ France, Fabi, go pay show. I see Jason Flint's in the house. Colin Seth. Thank y'all, man. Really, I never take that for granted. What's going on, Michael Cosby? I think you the one called it the unspoken agreement. Is that right, Michael? That's where I got that. I got that from one of my viewers and subscribers on this live stream. I thought it was it was a brilliant analogy. Hey, Sam Champion, what's going on? Wells Family Journey, Jerome Smart, Steve Bond. I just do a little countdown before we get going. Island First, James Lyons, the unofficial member of the NTZ. But you're NTZ for life. Sheem's Life. Michael Firestone, another Michael. The Prodigy, what's going on, man? Buffalo Dan. Yeah, a friend of mine in America, Buffalo Dan, he's invested in AMC. He posted it on his Facebook. Seller Tom, keep it real. Scott 56 said, thanks, Calvin. How stable is the net in San Carlos? I work remotely and considering it. It's good, man. You know, I've got 20 Mbps, but the brownouts are getting frequently here, man, and I don't know what to say about that. Hollywood Baby, how you doing? Yeah, we're just gonna have a little fun today, guys. It's a topic. I'm gonna let a few more people get on here before we get started. Jacob Tanjay. Rag Jam Rock. Don't fall asleep on me, Rag Jam Rock. Dwayne Beckwith, what's going on? Carmen Greenwood here. There's Zorba Dundee. Seems like all you guys is here today. Man, it's some crazy. I was looking in the Field Star today. That's why I got some of these facts said today. And it says 50% of the people who received their first vaccine over here are not showing up for their second vaccine. That's not good news. It also says, according to Moody's Analytics, you know Moody's that does all the credit for the different countries and everything, where it says the Philippines will reach herd immunity. That means 65% of its adult population vaccinated against COVID by 2023. See, so, you know, and they're talking about their economy would return to pre-pandemic standards the third quarter of 2022. So, you know, this is what I'm telling you, man. Anything can happen, but it don't look too good. Also, they said that the Philippines is the country over in Southeast Asia that was least able to control the COVID, even after many, many lockdowns, man. You know, it's just, it is what it is, guys, you know. Hey, Clayton Murray, you're funny too, man, from New Zealand. You're a funny guy. I saw that comment you made on my video. He says plenty jobs. He said, I see there's plenty jobs still available in the Philippines, even during the pandemic. Hey, Mr. Freeze, are you from Vegas? The Prodigy said, that's how you know you're getting big, brother, when you got people having to make a decision to temporarily stop watching a video of yours to join your live show. Yeah, that's funny, man. But I just want to kind of talk today about, put your money where your mouth is and come on over here to the Philippines. I know a lot of guys say they're coming here and they never make it. One of my subscribers, and he's become a Facebook friend and really like a friend of mine, Mark White, he says that about 1 in 50 come. And, that's crazy. I like to even say it might be more than that, Mark, if you're watching. Hey, Luis Martinez, man, good to see you, brother. Don't make me roll out of it. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to come to their defense. It's because there's a lot of places around the planet to come to. They got a lot of choices now, Brazil, Colombia, different places, of course, Mexico, Central America, Costa Rica, different places like that, all over South America, Europe. And, to be honest with you, a lot of guys, they just don't believe that it's as good as advertised over here. Jerome Smart said, can you order Amazon from the Philippines? I'm not sure. To be honest. Now, one of my AJ Eckley sent me some wife beaters over here, and he got them off Amazon, and they delivered them here. So I guess, yeah. Okay, Luis Martinez, he said, I'm definitely coming. I hear you, man. Hey, Sam Champion says, Calvin, even though in many places the mask mandate is relaxed, many still wear them in public places. Indoors here in VA, including myself and White, can't tell who is vaxxed or unvaxxed. I don't blame you, man. That's what I would do. Even after when I take the vaccine, because it's almost getting to me over here. I'm going to wear my mask. Hey, Wells Family Journey, thanks for that super sticker. Because you never know. And remember, when you used to travel over here all the time, people in Korea and Japan, they always wore their mask a long time ago. Michael Jackson, Go Travel said, lived in Subic Bay, Medellin in the Dominican Republic, but PI is the best, man. I have to say, of all the places I've been to, man, Philippines is the best, in my opinion, too. Hey, Eric Terry said, how long does it take to get stuff there? The cheapest way is just to do the ballot buying box, Eric, and that takes about 2 months, really. Michael Firestone said Vegas is now open 100%. Yeah, they want that money, man, and I don't blame them. Vegas is something else. Pass the grits. He says, I'm on vacation and should be in Baguio right now. Jacob Tanjay says, I'm still masked up in spite of the governor's order to stand down. I don't blame you, man. But see, we have to, not only do we wear the mask over here, man, we got to wear that shield. It's uncomfortable as hell. Ask John, man, it makes my ears hurt around here and then here. Here it is. Imagine this, wearing this big thing. That's crazy, man, but it's only in the Philippines, guys. You wearing this big thing. I got another one. It's smaller than this, but you get the point. That's overkill. Okay, Eric, we'll talk after. Yeah. Imagine wearing this big thing everywhere you go. To the mall, and you can't take it off because they got them rent-a-cops over there. They following you around over here. TJ Johnson, all right, man. He said, my money in mouth for in Manila. 13 days of quarantine to go. Are y'all clear for ECQ travel? Trying to have a non-alcoholic beer with you and John. Oh, yeah, we're but not ECQ. Man, ECQ, that's pretty bad. But yeah, you can come to San Carlos. We're MGCQ. We're the lowest quarantine. Hey, thanks, Daryl Fulmore. I saw your message, but I'm gonna get back to you. I didn't have time to read it really. But yeah, I'm gonna read that. I always read yours, Daryl. I saw it, but I was just getting ready to come on the on my live. But yeah, I got you. I'll get back to you. I appreciate you, man. Zorba Dundee said, Calvin. See that Pacquiao fight. Me too, man. I'm gonna be honest. If it's a stunt or what? Because this guy he's fighting ain't no joke, man. He's not that damn guy he beat, the 30-year-old he beat. This isn't him. Hey, what's going on, Ron Bizzle? Thank you for the super chat. He said, Team Calvin University, thank you for a good platform, brother. Man, without you guys, man, it's nothing. I owe it all to you, man. I mean it, man, from the bottom of my heart, man. To be honest with you. Jacob Tanjay says, when is the next Calvin John show? I think when John gets his channel, I'll be a guest on his show. I'm going to help him build him and his girlfriend's channel. Because, he's in rehab now, but, I don't know. Before I got sober 23 years ago, I was in rehab a few times too. So John's got a few more blackouts left in him before he goes straight. Jeff Lay, you're right. The Philippines has the strongest lockdown with the most death cases. Vietnam is the opposite. Yeah, that's what Moody's Analytics said. Said despite all of the lockdowns the Philippines has had, it's the country that's had the least success in controlling the COVID over here, man. They're talking 2023, man. No matter how you spin it before they reach herd immunity, but I think they'll be open by then, Maxima said, why the face shield, not just glasses or sunglasses? Check your eyes. Remember over here, nothing makes sense to me. I don't even know why we need it. Unless somebody's just going to come and breathe in your eye. How in the world is that going to help you? But remember, we're the only country in the world, the entire world, wearing these things. But yeah, it doesn't make sense over here. It's never going to make sense to you, Maximus. A lot of stuff that goes on over here. Because it's not supposed to. You're in the Philippines, man. Eric Terry says, I got you covered on the medical stuff. Hey, I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, TJ Johnson, GCQ Travel. Yeah, you can come here. Because we're MGCQ. That's the lowest quarantine you can get. Wow. Sam Champion said, Calvin, all the major beaches here on the East Coast were packed this past weekend. I would still use social distancing because why in the world are these states? I was reading in the paper yesterday. A lot of these states are giving money, man, and prizes for people to take the vaccine. So it must be a lot of people not taking the vaccine. I mean, I was looking at New Mexico, man. They're going to have a $5 million grand prize. Like, really, I need to go over there. I got my tea this morning, man. It's a little bit too late for that coffee now. Yeah. Oh, okay, TJ Johnson. Yeah, he said, damn, I had to use my VPN just to send a super chat. It gets funny over here. I've got to pay $12 a month for my VPN just to access my U.S. bank account over there now. The online banking, I can't access it. They said it's not available. Only the people in the United States. They said you can use your card over there. I'm like, wow. That's crazy, man. Let's see this Archerus. I did see him, John. Hey, good morning. That's my favorite security guard at McDonald's. Let me get him. Let me go back and get Archerus. See what he's saying. because he's a good guy. If I can find him. Hey, Devon Moorfield, Gregory Calhoun. I'm going back, see if I can find Archerest. Archerest. This better be good, Archerest. I'm going all the way back here. Oh, here it is. Archerest says, hey, what happened to that funny white boy who was hitting the bottle? He's a funny white boy. Get him back. Yeah. John's in rehab right now. We're going to bring him back. When he gets his channel, he's going to have me as his special guest. Karan Tucker says, Calvin, are you trying to protect your ass from the COVID? I don't know, but if you don't wear this, they won't let you in the mall. You can't get in the grocery store. You can't do none of that. You have to wear this, man. Imagine that. Oh, you're welcome, Daryl. You know I got you. And I'm gonna tell you, these things are really this is hilarious over here, guys. I'm telling you, man. The Philippines is a unicorn. I try to tell y'all. Now you know y'all would go crazy in America if you had to wear this thing. You know, they'd have design because now they got all kind of designer shields and everything over here. John said he's in rehab. I'll see you in the morning, John. Corman FMF says, I refuse the mask. Was an RN for 37 years, and I know that constant mask wearing is unhealthy. For perspective, search Spanish flu, mandatory mask, and death rate due to bacterial pneumonia. Yeah, but I think you're wearing that mask to protect other people, right? Okay, I'm not sure. Brian Nichols said 2022 will be open. I'm with you. I think so. I think it's going to get to the point where they ain't gonna have a choice. That green lane is going to be open, but because the Philippines is already, they're trying to get creative over here, and I have to tip my hat finally because they're saying, hey, you know, let's go ahead and get that NCR area opened up there with the herd immunity, because they know it'll be forever. Like Moody's Analytics said, it'll be 2023 before these people reach herd immunity. But yeah, of course, I got a lot of blowback on my video today about that unspoken agreement, and I think Michael Cosby, one of the NTZ, I believe he came up with that phrase, a slogan, or whatever it was. Right on here, somebody said it. I called it pay for play, and he said, yeah, that unspoken agreement. And I thought that was brilliant, man. And it's been in the back of my mind. And today I just said, let me say a few things on it. I didn't really get deep. But, of course, guys think they're special. They don't realize it's an unspoken agreement. You know, I don't care what you're thinking in your mind. I know what she's thinking. You know, before I let you in the Garden of Eden, buddy, you got to pay for this. Chriselle Sebastian, good morning. She said, never let your guards down. COVID is still around. Good morning. Absolutely. That's why we wear these big shields over here, Chriselle. So if you ever meet me, don't blow in my eyes, okay? Don't breathe in my eyes, rather. And let's give Chriselle Sebastian some support, guys. She's on here all the time. Let's give us some support. Let's build her channel up because, but on one condition, Chriselle, you got to talk on your channel the way you talk on here. Give us the nitty gritty from your channel. I promise you, you'll go up because you really got some good content on here. You got a lot of good information here. Okay, Brian Nichols says about 40% unvaccinated. Wow, in America, really? Yeah, Joseph Relaford, it's a lottery. You know, I couldn't believe it. I was reading New Mexico, out of a $10 million prize pool, they're giving a grand prize of $5 million somebody's going to get just for taking the vaccine, man. Maxima says Ohio's offering a weekly $1 million drawing. Wow. I mean, really. But see, nobody gets mad at that kind of. See, me and John always have our little discussions about tax dollars, John. Now look at this, John. What you got to say about that? You think, that our tax dollars is being spent wisely doing that? But y'all get mad when they help some of the most vulnerable people over there. Wow, Corman FMF. I was thinking the same thing. He's a nurse now. He says social distancing is ineffective under 15 meters. Wow. He says 6 feet is a joke. Well, over here, man, it ain't even 6 feet. They're talking about 1 meter, and it's even closer than that, man. I mean, they get so close on you. Here, it's just hard to break some bad habits, man. Yeah, I smell the dried fish on their breath. They so close to me over here, man. I'll be like, man, don't y'all realize it's a damn pandemic? Back up. Buffalo Dan said they want you to wear a face shield because someone in the IATF has a stake in importing them from China. I believe you because, I mean, come on, guys. This is overkill. I'm going to wear it one more time to show y'all. If this isn't overkill, I don't know what is. And it looks ridiculous on me anyway. I used to have to, okay, I've got a smaller one now. It's more stylish than this. But I used to wear this, man. Don't I look ridiculous? But it don't matter. Yeah, you'll get one, TJ Johnson, after you get out of, they've got smaller ones, more stylish ones now. When you get out of quarantine, they cost, down here they cost 100 pesos. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Clayton said those things looking like you ready to do some welding. It's funny, man. I tell you, it's funny over here. Karan Tucker said, I have a friend in Cagayan de Oro. She has the same one. She wears it to work every day. It's, man, I tell you what, it's man, it's uncomfortable. Art Therese says, you look like you should be in a Marvel movie. I know it. Put on your Superman shirt. Get a red cape and run through the provinces, man. It's crazy. Mark Ratner says, white boy. Yeah, he called John a white boy. I don't think John is bothered by that. Chriselle Sebastian said, face shield and face mask always go together. You ain't got a choice over here. Manila, Metro Manila, where TJ Johnson is right now. I'm warning you, TJ, have on these masks, or if you're wearing them the wrong way, man. And it's not helping. Cases is, analytics. None of that shit's helping. Sorry my language, guys. The lockdowns aren't helping. The masks, the shields, nothing. Oh, okay. Turvin, 1959, said, hey, Calvin, Tim here. Just want to tell you I can't wait to come back to the Philippines. Haven't been there since I was a young Marine. Retired now and wanting to go back, but can't. Yeah, man. I hear you, man. When you get back over here now, you ain't been over here. It's going to be like your first time, man. There's nothing like your first time in the Philippines, man. I tell you. Brian Nichols said unspoken agreement. Yeah, it is. Our Cherry said that unspoken video today was one of the best I've ever saw on these expat vlogs. Great job, man. Thanks. But I really can't take credit for the title. It's one of you guys. I think it was Michael Cosby. It was brilliant to me. I just put that together and said, damn it, he's right. That is an unspoken agreement. And it doesn't matter, guys, what you're thinking. Because some guy got on there, he said, oh, that was just for you. we're not you. We can come over there, and he said they saw me coming from a mile away. Now I said 8,000 miles away, just like they're going to see you. Ron Bizzle says I'm back in the Matrix. Really? James Hoskins, what's going on? Corman MF says to get a real perspective on the effectiveness of a mask, says fill your lungs with tobacco smoke, put on the mask, then breathe out. Yeah. But I tell you what, you can't smell people's breath. That's what we need to wear it for. Hey, Sam, but Sam, you can come back. He said, please, please, please open up before 2023, ready to get back home in South Louisiana. You and your wife can come over here. Use that ballot buy-in visa. You can come. Smoky Mountain Modeler says, think of the Philippines as a Philadelphia lawyer. I tell you what, I watched something. Go on, man, I don't know if y'all got Netflix or not. There's the fourth trial, and it's this controversial murder trial that happened in Boston. A guy by the name of oh man, it's good. I ain't gonna give it away. Go see it. Hey, Duke Lopez, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Jaws, 2003, said, I know a woman in Deville that runs a sorry store. She's selling these face shields all the time. Yeah, see, the government had to crack down on them and the masks because the prices that went up. I think because at first you was getting these, they got some real thin plastic shields there. I think they're 15 pesos. You can get them 10 pesos somewhere. And because they were way up there at one time, like 50 or something, pesos. TJ Johnson says at Jaws 2003, that's where I'm moving. Give me her address and I'll shoot some business her way. Man, I love Deville. Golden Fan says, hey, Calvin, how long until you think all this COVID blows over in the Philippines? I love to visit. According to the Moody's, it's going to be a while, according to them. But, I guess if you're fully vaccinated and they do this green lane tourism, you'll probably be able to go to certain places over here pretty soon. Art Therese says here in Los Angeles, the numbers are really near nothing now. We're at the end of the nightmare. Yeah, I was reading that said that the United States, when I saw that basketball game between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks, hell, it was, pre-pandemic, it was sold out. I couldn't believe it. They're back to being, normal. Hey, Shaz, Allender Gaming, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me. What's going on, Sal? We've been missing each other, man. How's that foot coming? How's them puppies? You had a breed. I know you said, 3 passed away and 3 live? Yeah. What's going on, man? Try to hit me up before you go to bed. Hey, Gregory Calhoun, he says, I'm taking my COVID shot tomorrow, Calvin. I love your unspoken agreement. It's real, man. Like I said, whether you know it or not, I didn't know it for a long time. I was naive, man. And, I really thought these women really liked me, initially. Now, eventually they do, they will, but you're still entering in an unspoken agreement. I don't give a damn. Hey, thanks, Mark Ratner. I appreciate it, man. Clint Dow said my friend in Cebu is getting her first shot. Her mother got hers the other day, and then an expat that I was talking to, he's a friend of mine, the other day in Center Mall, he told me he got his, but he told me that they told him it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks for his second one. And then Eric Terry, who is in the medical field, says after 6 weeks, it's no good. I don't know, man. I'm confused. You know, Clayton Murray says, I thought she's in love with me because I'm something special. Yeah, we all think that, Clayton, man. You ain't the only one. I was telling all my friends over there to get on these sites in 2009, 2010. I said, man, these Filipinos, man, they're really serious about these dating sites, man. I was psyched up. They had me hyped. Hey, Duke, he said, Cal, you need to come down to Subic for a week or two. I promise you I am, man. I know now they can do this point-to-point travel or something like that. I'm just going to wait until they, till I don't have to do that swab, man, to be honest with you, that swab test. Now, they said in La Union, they said they'll accept the saliva test. Now, I'll do that. Oh, okay. TJ Johnson, he says, at Cal at Jaws, this will actually be my first time in Davao. Outside of a quick visit to Cebu, I've been a Luzon dweller. Yeah, well, you're going to like Davao. Go to Samal, Samal Island while you're there. You'll like it. Hey, Lynn Ortega, she says, I'm watching from San Carlos. Well, I hope you, well, you'll be part of the drawing tomorrow for that 1,000 pesos. See what we got. Brad Jones said, what's up, Calvin? Can anyone tell me what temple means from today's video? Yeah, it's just, you know, pouting and the silent treatment, you know. They're angry. They're not going to say anything to you. It'll drive you crazy. But see, I don't deal with it. It's just what people tell me and what I see on the YouTube and Facebook, because I won't tolerate it, not one time. I promise you, if she pulled that right now, I'd pack my stuff. I'd move next door. But I wouldn't deal with that. Yeah, Clayton Murray said sulking, you know, just being pouting. Karan Tucker said, hey, Calvin, I took the saliva test. Results came back negative and ended up with COVID for the second time. Wow. Well, see, I'm glad you said that, Karan Tucker, because everybody here is afraid to take the test because they're afraid of a false positive. But the WHO says that you're more likely to get a false negative. And when you get a negative, act as if it was positive and take the precautions. Yeah. Hey, Axum False, thanks for that super chat. He said, is the veteran visa just for Americans? I don't think so. But to be honest with you, go to that SRRV part of the Bureau of Immigration website. They'll eventually tell you. Wow, you had COVID twice, Karan Tucker. Did it affect you, or you just had it? Clayton Mary said, you'd move next door. He said, you're really sending a message. Yeah, I mean, I'd get out of here, man. I'm not playing, man. I don't tolerate that. And I won't deal with it, man. You know, I promise you, man, because the silent treatment, you know, now, have I probably dealt with it now with my soon-to-be ex-wife? Yeah, because sometimes, you know, I'm texting back and forth. She won't text back, and that drives me crazy, to be honest with you. Duke Lopez said, what is a veteran visa? Well, he's talking about that SRRV visa that you can get as a veteran here, where it's not so expensive. You don't have to spend that 20 to 50,000 or something like that. Oh yeah, Prodigy, the rent is cheap here, man. You know, this is 170 here. It's a big place, to be honest with you. Oh, you're welcome, Lynn Ortega. Thank you for joining me. Wow. TJ said that said, he said excited about Phuket and Bali doubling down on opening July the 1st. Now, that would be nice. Hey, Islander Gaming, thanks for that super chat. He says, much love from Texas. Keep up the great content. Thank you, man. And he said in Texas, there's no mask, there's no nothing, right? Everything's basically back to normal. Okay, Ron Bizzle says a negative COVID test result only means it's not detected at that time. So is there ever a real negative COVID test? You know, it wouldn't matter to me as long as when I, go to take it, it's negative, because here you might as well man, kiss your butt goodbye. No, Duke, I said 20 to 50,000 deposit or investment for SRRV visa, a special resident retirement visa. Some of them do require that deposit, Duke. Mr. Biloxi Farmer said, good evening for the USA, and remember, never send money to a lady till you have met her. Thank you, man, really. To be honest with you. Yeah, thank you for the information. Sal said, here in Chicago, if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, and we will be fully open next week. Man, Chicago, I love Chicago, but honestly, man, I only go to the Gold Coast, man. I only go downtown. We stay in an Airbnb down by the Magnificent Mile. I don't go anywhere else. We went to the what do you call it? That Jollibee and that Seafood City. I think that was in Cicero. But other than that, I don't go. Yeah, Archer, she said $170 rent for a little house. Wow. When was the last time rent was that price in the U.S. when Jimmy Carter was president? Probably, yeah. But this house is big, man, and it's nice in here for $170, yeah. But remember, you're in San Carlos City. Yeah, Daryl Fulmore, he says too many ladies out there to be dealing with childish actions. That's what I'm saying, man. I won't tolerate it. Okay, Duke. Yeah, he says, okay, Cal, thanks for clearing that up for me, brother. Oh, no problem. I really don't know a whole lot about it because I looked into it, but it's not something I really want to do. The tourists, pre-pandemic is good for me. But now, it may get me in trouble. Oh, okay, TJ says, Calvin, I'm telling you, I left California right after Memorial Day weekend. Looked damn near like normal. Well, hell, they were like normal out there anyway. Hell, they wasn't, putting up with nothing. Leo XL says they have lightened up on masks everywhere. Not here. Are they going to open up soon? Well, not over here. You still got to wear that mask. You can't get anywhere. Hey, Corman FML, he says, thanks for the super chat. So I found that few understand the difference between antibodies and overt COVID-19 symptoms. I surely don't, to be honest with you. Is the COVID something that we should be worried about? I know it is, but I don't mean it to say it's not out there. I mean, Daryl Fulmore said Texas guards against all the rules. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ron Bizzle, he said, Sal, in Chicago, how does one know who's been vaccinated? Yeah, I think that's the story everywhere. Okay, Philip Janik, Inglewood, Southside Chicago, nice evening stroke. Calvin, hello, just dodged the friendly fire. Well, I heard that the west side is kind of tough too, but I like it down by the Lakeshore Drive, man. I mean, trust me, if I was a millionaire, man, this is where my hop on I mean, Mambunta, Uto, yeah. If I were rich, I'd buy me a condominium downtown Chicago. I'd stay there during the warm months. Then I'd come to the Philippines in the hot months, man. I love it, man. Down there, man. I mean, it's really nice. We got addicted, man. We used to go about twice a month for the weekend. What's up, Freddie Morales? All right, brother. He said you're famous here in New York City. That's funny, man. I appreciate your support, brother. Colin B said, Calvin, you are boots on the ground. So tell me truly, when do you think fields will reopen for tourists? I'm going to say, 2022, man. That's just a ballpark. But, they're discussing this green tourism, man. Who knows, really? But to be honest with you, hey, what's up, Dan Stevenson, man? What's going on? The cameraman, the media man from Atlanta. You coming here in July, right, brother? I'll be here. I was telling them that I added General Santos to my expat alley. One of the places, if you're a new guy, you can start out in General Santos. I love it there. Okay, Wells Family Journey says, my grams lived in the South Side, Minerva Ave. Yeah. Clayton Murray said, hey, is anybody watching the live stream on the Haitian TV? Yeah, I forgot who that is. I think that's is that David Cluis? Hey, John Gomez, what's going on? Yeah, Derek Casanova said 2022, the Philippines will be here for you. I'm thinking 2022 sometime, man, but you never know over here, man. It could change. It really could change, man. Yeah, you're welcome, Freddie Morales. Yeah, Dan, he said, yeah, we counting down. I hear you, man. But I told you when I was on that group, Brothers and Married in Philippines or something, I told y'all, man, I was short. And I left, man. Yeah, Sal, he said it's a lot to see here, Cal. Great people, no matter what side of town you on, just bad news. Yeah, I know, man, and that's the thing about it. But I really love Chicago, man. If I had that money, man, I'd be down there. I mean, the last time we were there, they were filming a movie down of right behind it's a park down there, right behind the Magnificent Mile. It's just got this ambiance to it, man, and Okay, Jaws 2003 said, Calvin, I thought General Santos was a little dangerous. Have things changed? It's never been really dangerous for me. If you read the press, they're going to tell you that. But remember, I was seeing a girl down there, and her father was MPA. I played Scrabble with him, but I mean, they're not going to bother you, man. Really, it just seemed like to me, General Santos is like a big city. It's not like one of these small places like San Carlos or something. And I'm pretty sure they're probably up in those mountains, surrounding most of these cities. But I didn't have any problem. I told you I went to what's supposedly the MPA capital of the Philippines down in Sarangani province. I mean, them people rolled out the red carpet for me. Yeah, Dan, he said, what is your feeling on buying a car? Well, I need to change license. Well, once you hear your license is going to be good for 90 days. I don't drive here, but John is getting ready to buy a car. And, with all these lockdowns and stuff, and you having a family, you probably going to need a car because, on that bus, man, remember, you got to wear the mask, you got to wear this, and you're going all the way from here to Bacolod, man. It's uncomfortable. But no, I don't drive over here, Dan. Let's see Michael Coffey. Let me catch him, see what he wanted. He said, Calvin, sir, hello, was in Manila, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo, Philippines, 2017, 18, 19 on nurse missions in their cities from Nurse Mike, USA. Hey, thanks, Michael, man, for your service, really, man. Your frontliner. Iloilo is really a hidden gem, man. I like it in Iloilo. Bacolod and Iloilo, they're right across from each other, like a 45-minute fast jet ride. But they're like day and night, really. I call it like Bacolod's the wicked witch, and Iloilo's the Glenda the good witch. And one night says, I do not love Chicago. Just got stuck here, but you say, like my godfather says, about the earth being about 185 million square miles. When I'm able, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't blame you. Okay, Sal, I said when you come back for them 24 hours, we're going to have some fun, brother. Yeah. Take me to a good restaurant, Sal. Yeah, Jaws 2003. You're not going to have any problems in General Santos, you know. They've got these big malls and everything, just like anywhere else. They got the KCC mall. They got that SM mall. I mean, it's just a big city here. You know, I never even had any problems, man. You know, but you become what you think about. I tell people all the time, if you come over here thinking you're going to get robbed and you're going to have problems, man, more than likely, you probably will. I don't think about it. Yeah, Devon Moorfield, that's Pacquiao's home province. It is. Actually, we went to his office to try to meet him, but he wasn't there. I think he was in the United States training. He was giving a fight, I think, Ricky Hatton at that time. But yeah, I wouldn't shy away from General Santos. Glenn Miller, 1976, says, having communication issues with my LDR. Thankful for options. Yeah. You know, remember, Sal said, if John gets a car, get the hell out of the way. I was thinking the same thing, boy. I said, boy, John's going to be hell behind wheels. Hey, Lynn, San Diego 102. Now, this is Lipton tea, Lynn. It's too late for coffee now. I never get to sleep. Good to hear from you. I know you were missing last week, probably working. Oh, yeah, I tried. She said that I tried the homegrown coffee grains. Yeah, it's, I tell you, it's good. Brad Jones said, Calvin, have you been to Indonesia? I haven't. But remember, if I have to leave here, I'm not going back to the States. I'll probably go to Guam first and get my shots. If I haven't taken them by then. Because, you know, probably by October, November, I'm going to have to leave here. And that's not far, trust me. Hey, guys, yeah, hit the like button, man. And if you think that I've earned your subscription, go ahead and subscribe, man. You know, I usually don't ask, guys, but I'm going to start asking on my videos. I keep forgetting. Yeah, Daryl Fillmore, he said, Ilo has the fine women, a hidden gem there. It is, man. I mean, if you go downtown, Ilo, you're going to think you know, in one of them Western countries, man. It's really nice. MJB Aerial Solutions say, Calvin, how can you renew your U.S. driver's license and have it shipped to your residence? I don't think I can. I don't think you can, because where I am, when you renew your license, I have to sign, and then they have to take a whole other picture. So, you know, if you want to get, you know, as long as your passport is okay, it's fine. Okay, Lynn, San Diego 102. She said, I smashed it. I'm 122. Thank you. James B. If there's so much poverty there, why are there so many big malls? I'm thinking there's a small middle class and the people don't have much disposable income. But Filipinos, they save. And remember, their economy was booming, man. This isn't from me. This is from you know, Forbes and all of that pre-pandemic. One of the fastest growing in Asia. Philippines had like the 34th largest economy in the world. And then, James B., a lot of these malls, they build them because the people are going to, meaning the shop owners, they're going to rent that space. That's how they make money, man. But I mean, you see they've got the biggest malls in the world over here. And I thought the same thing when I came over here, but pre-pandemic, man, they're packed. Hey, Carl Shaleski says, hey, Sunshine, what's going on? Hey, I appreciate it, Karan Tuck. He said, Calvin, you're one of the greatest. I put a lot of family and friends onto your channel. You're amazing, my friend, and greatly appreciate it. Hey, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. That's humbling, man. Thanks for your support. I'm just a regular Joe, man. I just give y'all my boots on the ground information, man, that can help you. My experience, man, I don't make this stuff up. I don't hear it from nobody. It's not hearsay. This is actually what's going on, man. If anything I can do, it's going to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer, man, I'm going to do it. Yeah, Carl Chaleski. He said malls are popular in Asia because they provide air conditioning and a poverty-free environment. It's true. Curtis Batten said, what's going on, Calvin? I think Curtis is the one Clayton married with the 80-inch screen TV. Is that right, Curtis? MJB Aero Solution says, imagine country with no malls. Oh, okay, Texas to Zoe. Says, yo, Calvin, happy Thursday to y'all from Davao. Bobby. Hey, there's a guy coming your way, Bobby, TJ Johnson. He's in quarantine now in Manila. He's on here. Darko Jones. What's going on? I like saying that name, man. Oh, Lynn, I can't drink my coffee light, Lynn. She said I like mine light like decaf. I don't. I can't. My coffee, I've got to be able to taste the coffee and the sugar and the cream. Okay, Curtis, he said, yeah, that's me. I'm on my lunch break right now. What type of work you do, Curtis? Okay, Ken Horton says, what's a meal at the mall cost compared to a regular meal on the economy? It's probably around the same. You're going to get it about $250, $200, $250. Derek Casanova, Kentucky produces the best from KFC. Muhammad Ali, the big cow. Yeah, I stole a guy's land one time. His name is Philip Mitchell. He wrote that song, Star in the Ghetto. He said he called Louisville the city of the big three. He said Kentucky Fried Chicken, Ali, and me. Oh, okay. Balut John Baker. He said, watching from Bakersfield, California, on my road trip from North Dakota. I think I was in Bakersfield before. Do they have any like oil fields and stuff up that way, Bakersfield? I'm almost sure I was in Bakersfield. Yeah, Philippines by Paradise said, thank you so much for another great live stream, Calvin. Good luck and stay safe. Thanks, Ned. Check Ned out. If he's Costello, I'm Abbott. Carlos Martinez said, this topic is on fire, Cal. Yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Who's really going to the Philippines? Who's really coming, man? Let me see a show of hands. Put the thumbs up if you coming. Oh, wow, Curtis. He says, I'm operating. He's a heavy machinery. Wow. And crane operators, they get paid big money, man. But, you know, when that lightning strikes. Yeah, TJ Johnson. I was up in Bakersfield. I was working for a company, and what we used to do is replace the spent catalyst in the old reactors with new. Okay, Axion Falls said he's 100% coming. Ken Horton said he's coming. Lynn San Diego 1-2 says for vacation only. Yeah. And, that's one thing you're going to have to make a decision. Are you going to be a tourist or are you going to be an expat? Because it's a big difference. Expats, we think totally different from a tourist. All right, Carmen, she said, I'm already coming. All right, I'm going to hold y'all to it. Y'all on camera right now. It'll be crickets. Hey, what's up, Monroe Smith? He said, I'm coming, Cal, from Greensboro, North Carolina. Brad Jones says, I'll be with the ghosts of Siquijor Island. I tell you, I love it in Siquijor, Brad Jones, and they can, over here, take care. They can have all them superstitions all they want. It makes more for me over there. I love it, man. Me and her went. We've been twice. And I tell you, man, you talking about the cost of living. You can rent an Airbnb, a whole house there for, let's see, $40 a day. It's 2-bedroom house, bathroom. It's got cable, Wi-Fi. I mean, it's a beautiful place, man. Philip Janik said, I have to try Mexico first, then I'll decide. I love Mexico, too. Make sure you go over there by Playa del Carmen, different places like that. Derek Casanova says, I'm coming back to the Philippines. I'm going to trade in my 52-year-old for a 25-year-old. Yeah. Brian Sweeney says, I can't find a thumbs up, but I'll be there as soon as possible. Maybe for the rest of my life. Lynn San Diego 1-2 said, Axion is your wife, Filipino. All right, Levon, he said, I'm coming, man. I'm waiting, man. I'll be glad when y'all get over here. King Arthur said, John Wells, when you get your car, don't drive drunk. Well, we do everything better when we drunk, King Arthur, man. You know that. Hey, Vincent, man, were you at work? Are you off today? Thanks, brother, for all your help and support. Vincent Hinton's been around. I think I had about 400-something subscribers. Yeah, Sam Champion. I was in Bakersfield. Not long. We did one or two reactors. Texas Soy said, yep, Siquijor has best beaches since supposedly there are witches there. But the witches, from what I was talking to the locals there, Texas, Bobby, they're up in the mountains. They don't bother you down there, but, you can't tell the locals. I'll tell you what, I was in 2010, I was in Dumaguete, and I was looking out over at Siquijor Island, and I said, what is that out there? They said, Siquijor Island, it's a beautiful place, but you don't want to go there. They scared me so bad, I didn't make it there to 2018. Took me 9 years. Yeah, Lynn, San Diego 102. She said, Calvin, does your baby get all her childhood vaccines there? I was just asking to know if they are up to date on vaccines there. Yeah, they are. She went yesterday for her. She's 9 months now for her round. Davion Angeles says, I'm coming. He said, wait, I'm already here, Cal. One day I want to go there and meet you. Come on, man. I want to go up there because I heard they got it going on in Angeles City. Zecco says, hi, Calvin. For me, the hard part would be leaving family and friends behind. I was talking about that yesterday on my Patreon. Money shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, but, you can always go back and forth. That's one thing about that, if you really get homesick. Because I don't miss America. I don't miss the rat race. I do miss my family and friends, a lot of the food and stuff, but not enough that's going to make me go back, to be honest with you. MJB Aero Solutions says, how many bags did you have when you move to the Philippines, or you just mail all your personal belongings. No, what I did was everything of value I gave to my 4 daughters. And then what was left over, like I just had a few boxes of like my client files and stuff. They're still in the storage. And then I just basically bought a lot of my summer clothes. We bought about 6, we had 6 suitcases. That was it. I literally started over here. Yeah, Texas, Bobby. Yeah, I love Sikihor. I would live there, really. Had I not found this place, I'd be living there now. Yeah, Brian Nichols, you can't have everything. You may miss friends, yeah. So what do you want, friends and be miserable, or miss your friends and be happy? I'd rather miss my friends and be happy. You're right. But I'm from the school of you can have everything. I used to think you couldn't, but you really can. TJ Johnson said autocorrect did a number on Balik Bang. But yeah, I know a friend of mine, Jesse Howe. He's the brother I was telling y'all about. His wife's a Filipino, so when they decided to move over here from the States, from Georgia, he was able to get a special price. She was on a 40-foot shipping container. He put all his stuff in there and shipped it all over. He's got all his American stuff. Oh yeah, Lynn, you ain't got to worry about that. She said, plus don't want you around if you're miserable, yeah, and depressed. I guarantee you, the minute I hit the ground after about a week, I'm gonna be ready to go, and they're gonna be ready for me to go too. Coleman FMS, I used to hire Filipino and Indian nurses. They were usually excited about the great pay, but soon learned the stateside cost of living, ate the big bucks up. Yeah, and then it's just the the hours, man, that you're working, and because at first I loved my job, but the last 3 years I was burnt out. For the first 15 years of my insurance career, it wasn't even like I was working. But my last 3, man, I crawled through, man. I didn't want to do that. I thought that the people deserved better, man. I'll tell you what. What's going on, Benny G? Okay, Ken Horton, he said, I'm going to make a thunder run. Walking down the street in Angleys with John. We need you to supervise. I will. Aldo Steele says, how safe is the sea to swim in? Any pollution issues, sharks, or volcanic danger? No. Just depends on where you go. Down here where we are, it's clean. Remember, I went to Sapawai, Sapawai Island, went to Lackawanna around here, Sikihor. It's all clean, man. You can swim in the ocean. Scott 56 says, thanks, Calvin. Do you have health insurance there? I've got a field health policy, which is good for, inpatient care, because outpatient care here is cheap. And you can qualify, that's universal health. You qualify for that once you're here 50, you can apply for it once you're here 59 consecutive days, and you're approved for your ACR card. Yeah, Brad Jones just said, just call it the box. How long you gonna be here, TJ Johnson? Are you gonna be here for a while? Wow. He said about a third of the Filipino nurses could not hack the work pace. Those who would did adapt typically. Those who could did adapt typically very well. I'm tongue-tied. Oh, okay. Texas says, so yesterday, Cal, I had a great experience. We at a place called Red Corner. Man, best burgers I had in all the Philippines so far. All the burgers named after world champion boxers. See, you live, are you in Davao, Texas, Suzoy? Because you can get that kind of stuff in those big cities. Now, here, there's an American, his name is Mike Beer and Burgers. And he's got, I mean, he's got delicious, he's got real hamburgers. And his food is really good. But I don't know about now because I don't know if he can get his supplies where he was before. Hey, Levon White, thank you for the super chase. And Calvin Ingram Davis told me he would give me driving directions from the U.S. to the Philippines for $5,000. Can I trust him? Only when he's not drinking, Levon. Oh, my God, no. Lynn said, it looked like I can run for Barangay Captain there. Absolutely not, Lynn. Matter of fact, one in, is that in McCullough? No. Over there in Davao. Close to Davao, the Barangay Captain just got killed. John Gomez said, you have SRRV status. No, I'm on a tourist visa. And that's really all I want, man. You know, pre-pandemic, it was good enough for me. But now, you know, because, you know, you may not be able to get back in, it makes it kind of difficult. But no, I like my freedom, man. I don't want to be tied down under something like that. Okay. Thank you, Michael Cosby, for that super chat. He says, the first trip to field, I got off the plane already in a relationship. My last 4 or 5 trips, I was married. Next time, single and ready to mingle. I appreciate the shout out. Unspoken agreement. Yeah, that was a brilliant analogy of Michael Cosby. I called it something else, pay for play or something, and you said that. But yeah, I wouldn't tie myself up, man. I'd get off the plane single if I could do it all over again. You know, because that way you can look around, you know. Because remember, that's an unspoken agreement. You're tied in whether you realize it or not. I don't care what you're thinking. Oh, okay. Sam Champion said, Calvin, veterans can sign up for the foreign medical program through the VA available in the Philippines. Can they do it in the States before they get here, Sam? Darko Jones said it would be nice one day to get a beer with Calvin and John, except Calvin is teetotal and John is in rehab. Christ. Am I buffering, man? It don't look like it on this side. All right, Salvador Elman, thank you, man. I thought that was funny. John showed me where you called Andy Omar Calvin the other day. JH is in the house, huh? Yeah, Brandon Nichols, men love variety. They do. Give yourself a break when you come over here, man. You know, you can always settle down, guys. I promise you that. Because you're going to kick yourself. One thing, she's not going to look as good in person as she does on camera. That's a promise. And then you're going to see the real stunners when you get over here. And they're going to be smiling at you because you're with somebody. MJB says, I got the hookup for foreigners, travelers, some goodies. James Lyons says, I thought John was going to be my drinking buddy. He still drinks, man. Just, you know, he just not all the time. Devon Moorfield said, hey, Cal, how is the house project coming along? We're waiting right now for the okay from the city planning office. You know, you have to fill out the building permit and all of that. We're there already. The paperwork's done. We're just waiting for them to approve it, and then we cut the ribbon. Darko Jones says, see, that's why I'm off the dating sites. I listen to Calvin, rather be on the ground. Too many women with jet black hair. I don't want to be rubbernecking. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to catch whiplash. If you are over here with a woman, you better have some good sunglasses. But you're going to look. There's no way around that. You're going to look. That's a fact. Hey, what's going on, Jeffrey Tedler? Oh, absolutely. Scott 56. He said, Calvin, do you have women openly try to flirt with you in San Carlos? Yeah. If I go to store by myself, yeah, because, remember, if you go around them enough, they get to know you. They feel comfortable around you. And, they know you're a good person. They're looking at your character, really. They're not really looking at what you look like. But I speak to every person I pass anyway, even if they speak back. And you will know. John said it one time, and he's telling the truth. What's going on, Roy Faulkner? He said, you'll hear it in their hello. You'll hear it in the way that they speak to you. But yeah, it happens all the time. Okay, Devon Moorfield. Yeah, I'm going to keep, it should be any day now. I'm expecting any day. But everything happens so slow over here. Michael Coffey says, yeah, some guys are scared to make that 16-hour flight from Lex to Cebu. I know, but be honest with you, Michael Coffey, and another guy said this the other day. He said there was no turbulence. My last flight was the smoothest flight ever. I ain't gonna lie. The fasten seatbelt sign did not come on. Daryl Fulmer says, seen any scorpions or snakes, but no. I'm trying to think where the scorpions. I've never seen a snake, only a dead one. It was so old, Daryl, and dried up. And this was actually in the jungle. But I'm trying to think where they say the scorpions are. A Palawan is where you got to be careful with the scorpions. Wells Family Journey says, I'm afraid that when I get there, I'll be stuck in Manila. I want to get away from that area and find a place to rent a few hours away. I don't blame you, man. Manila is one of those places, man, you go to visit. Just to say I've been to Manila. To me, it's like the Las Vegas of the Philippines. I wouldn't want to live there. Rusty Key West says, hey, Calvin, do your USA friends or relatives visit you? I only had one friend ever visit me here. And I met him in a group on Facebook. His name was Sam. And he's from Indianapolis. He lives in Las Vegas now. He came out here for a couple of weeks, I think 10 days or something. He was up in Manila, and I was in Cebu at the time. This is 2018, and he came down. He's the only one I've ever, Texas to Soy said my last flight was quick. Only one stop, Taiwan with Eva Air. 11 hours from Houston to Taipei, then 4 hours. Wow, only 11 hours? Man. I love that. Clayton Murray said, I eat snake in Bahal. It tastes like chicken. You can have that. Oh, okay, yeah, Michael Coffey. He said, Calvin, he said, my friend's been talking to his Filipino girlfriend since 2018. Wow. Was scared to make that long plane flight to see her. See? Excuse me. That's the topic today. That's why, because a woman told me, she said, hey, I've been chatting with this man. He's a brother, she said, for 8 years. He's always promising that he's coming over, but he hasn't come over. Why don't you talk about that? I said, okay. But if I were you, I'd throw him back in. I'd find me somebody else. If he ain't came over in 8 years, he's not coming. I promise you that. MJB Aerial Solution said, yeah, from Guam, it's around 12, 13 hours. Could be wrong. Well, Guam is about 4 hours about 4 hours to Manila. Yeah, Lynn, something's going on there. He's probably still married. Yeah, his wife won't let him come, Mike. 8 years, but she said he takes good care of him, and and the kids. So a lot of men, they're just infatuated with Filipinos, but they won't come here. But if you take your Filipino there and something goes wrong, yeah, they'll be ready to pounce right on her. That's the next pet. He wants the next man's Filipino. He ain't gonna come over himself. He ain't gonna get a passport. He's not gonna fly 18 hours. He's not gonna buy souvenirs, visit the family. He's not gonna do anything of that. Go through the K1 process, the visa process. He's gonna wait till your relationship messes up over there. Then he's gonna have him a ready-made Filipino over there. I don't think I'd want one like that. Hey, Brian Bisley said, Calvin, just wait until your team Calvin come to visit you. Hope we don't drive you nuts, man. No, man, I'll tell you, man. I'm so bored over here, really, man. I love for this place to open up and to be the real Philippines again, and we could travel all over this place, man. See, that's the Philippines I love. Yeah, Clayton Murray said, beware the next pet guys, man. They want your woman. They want the next man's Filipino. They'll never do it. Oh, yeah, I'm infatuated. When you come over here, you're really going to be infatuated. He said, you don't take your Filipino. Oh, yeah, it was the first video of yours. I saw it. I was hooked. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah. But, hey, man, it's true, man. Brad Jones said, next pet alley. Yeah, I used to see them all the time. Me and my wife be in these cookouts. Because, when Filipinos, they hang around with each other over there. And, every, once or twice a month, we'd be over somebody else's house. And they'd be there with the Filipino who, left her husband, divorced from somebody else. These guys had never been to the Philippines before. And, they knew absolutely nothing about it. They kept asking me questions about, I heard it was like this, I heard it was like that. And I'm like, man, you never been to the Philippines? And that's what got me to thinking about that. I'm like, wow. Clint Dow said, can you drive the circumference of Negros and Cebu safely? I see you are about 100 miles from Duma. Yeah, you can. As a matter of fact, if Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience is on here, he came up and visited me from Dumaguete. He's got his own car. He got a nice little, like a little Herbie Love Bug type car. It's new, like a 2017 or 18. Yeah. The roads are pretty decent, to a certain extent. Most of it's concrete. It's not asphalt. Lynn says, I fly Japan Airlines or any American Airlines. I trust their maintenance schedule over others. Well, I tell you what, the only ones I'll fly over here to the Philippines is those Asian airlines. I flew Cathay Pacific last time. Korean Air is number one in my book. I've flown ANA before. I don't know if I've ever flown Japan Airlines. But yeah. Yeah, Daryl Fulmore, 8 years, that's crazy. I guess as long as the cash flow is flowing, she's not going to mess it up. She even said that he went ghost on her for a year. She even had another relationship, but she's back to him now. But it's a long time to wait. Okay. Michael Coffey said his friend was supposed to come there in 2019, but backed out a month before the flight to the Philippines to his girlfriend. Once you get up there, man, you're okay. It's just not almost like riding in a car, really, to be honest with you. Every now and then, man, when I used to fly, like from when I'm leaving, like from the Philippines going to Japan, you'd always hit a rough stretch, man. That's why I stopped going through Japan. MJB Earl Solutions says, hey, Calvin, I'm a current diabetic, almost got it into remission, but how do you control your blood sugar without a monitor to check your blood glucose level? I'm not a diabetic. I'm not. Oh, yeah, Texas. Zoe says, oh, yeah, United garbage, lost my bags and all. I've flown them twice, but I won't fly United Airlines again. They're cheap, man. I promise you they're cheap. When you fly United Airlines, we flew from Chicago to Hawaii to Guam. They don't feed you. You got to buy your own food. Only from Guam to Manila do they feed you. Do they consider that an international flight? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, Derek Casanova. He said, Calvin, you need to give these guys a man's tour of the Philippines. I will. You know, I'll let them do what they want to do. You know, I'm the type of guy, man, you know, I've been over here enough. I'm not starry-eyed anymore, see. But I know a lot of these guys will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And, you know, all it takes is one. It's a lot of them over, but all it takes is that special one. The Prodigy said, you weren't lying, Cal, when you said in your video the Filipino will wait you out. She's patient. She is. I mean, where else? They got patience over here. This country goes to teach them patience. The system over here. If you don't have patience here, I went to Save More the other day to buy some groceries, and that's where they're enrolling for this new national ID that everybody has to get over here. There's no way I would have ever sat in a line like that in America. I mean, these lines, these are super lines over here. And when you see them, they will sit there patiently and wait their turn and inch their way. You'll be there all day. I mean, you will absolutely be there for 8 hours. Yeah. John Gomez said, I can't wait to get to that candy store. It's a candy store. Yeah, Michael Coffey said you're going to fall in love with the Philippines. He loves Cebu. I love Cebu, too. I used to live there for 2 years, man. And to be honest with you, that's probably where I was going to settle until I met her. And now it's like I really found my sweet spot here in San Carlos City, man. I mean, you're talking about the crime, the traffic. It's all come together here. You coming here? Oh, hold on, guys. All right. There's the man. What's he here for? Oh, okay. What, in the bathroom? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, good morning, man. I'm going to talk. Yeah, had I not met her, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in Cebu or Dumaguete. Oh, really? Wow. Philip Janik said metformin is cheap from Rose Pharmacy. Okay, Wells Family Journey. Thanks, man. I got about 6 minutes because I got to do something today, man. Today was the first day in a long time I woke up to the temperature was less than 80 degrees. Yeah, Clayton Mary, super lanes. I promise you. You're gonna see how patient these people are, and they will wait you out. Imagine that lady's been waiting for 8 years on some of them dating sites. You'll see them. They've been on there 9 and 10 years. Ain't found nobody. Jim Ferrate said they don't like Louisville folks in Dumaguete, but I love Dumaguete, man. Really, I really love Dumaguete. It's just got a friendly atmosphere, man. You'll really like it. It gives you that. It's got that I'm on vacation feel to it. believe it or not, Jim. I love it, especially in the evening time, about 5 o'clock on until about 8 o'clock. That boulevard, man. Thank me later. You go down on a boulevard. Yeah. But yeah, I like Cebu. Now, if I was going to live in Manila, one of my subscribers told me today, he said he's going to move over there by the embassy. Whatever that area is called, I can't think of it. That's where I would live. To be honest with you. Now, when I came here in 2018, my round trip ticket wasn't even $600, man. You know, now, of course, that's pre-pandemic. But I think once it gets back to normal, and this was in December, but I bought it in October. See, and that's what you have to do. You have to plan this, man, because you're going to need that extra money. John Wells said, Calvin, are you becoming a disciple? No, I could never that. Womp, womp, womp. All the videos down there like that. But, John, now you're the one talking about moving to Dumageddon. But I like it in Dumageddon. I'm not going to lie. I really like it. Let's see. Nico 3000 says, are there Chinese ships offshore over there lately? Well, yeah, they're over there at that, that disputed area, but, that don't mean nothing, man. They're not going to, they don't have any reason to invade the Philippines. They already do whatever they want to do. They don't have to, invade the Philippines. I mean, it wouldn't be, they'd have everything to lose and nothing to gain over there. Kona Ranger said too much competition in Duma. Not really, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of women over there, man, if you're a foreigner. But they're so used to seeing foreigners, man, and, they're not intimidated or anything, man. A good guy got killed there, man. He got drunk in a nightclub, man. Look it up, man. You don't believe me. He was a young guy, I think like 30-something. He was teaching over to Silliman University. He had a great career and everything going on. American. Got drunk, got into a fight, and like 7 of them jumped him and beat him to death. Oh, yeah, Clayton Mary. Ned's a cool guy in Dumageddon. You talking about Philippines, My Paradise? Is that the Ned? Yeah, he's a good guy. He's got a great channel, really. If you're going to read and, because a lot of his stuff is visual. T&D Production says, how's the vaccine situation there? It's not good. I'm going to read these figures again. This is from the Field Star today. 50% of people who have received their first dose, they're not showing up for their second dose over here. According to Moody's Analytics, it's going to take 2023 for the Philippines to reach herd immunity. So they're talking about, you're looking at about not even 1.5% of the population has been completely vaccinated. So it's a long way off. Yeah. Derek said, yeah, she waits 8 years, but she gets paid monthly. Right. Yeah. Nate Calley says, have you been? I heard Masamas Occidental is a province area. Is it nice to visit? I've been to Masamas Oriental. not Occidental. Now, where I was, it's not bad. I mean, let me think of the name of the place. You know, Cagayan de Oro and all that place is over there. But Masamas Occidental, I've never been there before. But that area is I'm trying to think of that city over there, man. I done lost my train of thought. But it's a nice city, and you don't have any problems. TJ Johnson said, I'm in Bay City, so I can actually see the area Calvin's talking about as we speak from my sweet balcony. Okay, Lynn, San Diego 1-2 said, were you looking at U.S. owning PI comment? I looked at it, but I mean, the Philippines learned everything from the U.S. The way they've modeled everything after the U.S. Oh, okay. Clayton Mary says, my Philippine dreams. Oh, okay. Sorry. Because there's another Ned on here right now. It's Philippines, my paradise. MJBRL Solution says, I wouldn't hold my breath on the opening next year. I my first guess was 2022, but now I really don't know. Yeah, team Mariano Patel, thank you. Osama City, my man that asked me about Nate Cali, Osama's Occidental. Yeah, Osama City. Yeah, because I met somebody. I was supposed to go there, but I never made it. Paul M says, where can I find inexpensive air flights to the Philippines? Any websites you can recommend? I got, man, this last time off Cheap O Air. And then I got one. I used to always go to Orbits, but this Cheap O Air was the last one. Hey, thanks, James Lyons. I appreciate you, man, for the super chat. He said, Calvin, you've opened my eyes and given me guidance on my future life. I support your channel. Come on in. And everything you do, keep up the good work, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, you're part of the NTZ, man, and I appreciate your contribution, your help, your support, man. Yeah, Paul M, go to one of them channels, Cheapo Air, and there's my woman. You want me to show you again? Hey, thanks, Vince Lawson, for that super chat, brother. He said, keep getting ads for Remitly out. Should I download? Yeah, I would. I like Remitly. If you're going to, now, if you come over here, they're going to eventually read your IP address unless you get a VPN. And then they're going to stop because I can't send Remitly anymore. I used to use Remitly. That's why I went ahead and opened up me a savings account here. Now I wanted y'all to see that body, man. I told you they this ain't your grandfather's Philippines anymore, man. These women over here, man, they in shape. They're shapely too. No, I ain't henpecked. If you want to get rid of me, Lynn, that's the quickest thing you ought to do, try to henpeck me. John Gomez said she almost threw the slipper at you. No, she didn't know I was doing that. She's funny, really. Hey, Mark, call her, see what's going on. Okay, Corman FMF, he said, order the book They Fought Alone about Phil-Am guerrillas in the northwest of Mindanao, 1941 to 45. They set up a government in Osama City. Yeah, it's a nice place. Oh yeah, T&D. He said my grandfather's Philippines had hot girl suits. See, that's where that unwritten, unspoken agreement comes from. Them women back there in World War II and hell, probably since the Spanish were here and they laid eyes on these beautiful women. Hey, MX7238, what's going on? Yeah, Nate Cali, you ain't gonna have no problems over that way. Okay, Daryl, I'm gonna answer that. You can, in the next 30 minutes or so, look on there. I'll give you an answer. There's a friend of my girlfriend's. She's been chatting with a man for 23 years over there. He won't come here though. He's afraid to come over. He thinks they're gonna kidnap him and stuff. 23 years, but he takes care of them really good over here. And she's had, since they've been together, she's had 2 kids, several live-in relationships. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all sending that money over here. These women are living good and their boyfriends too. Hey, Sam Llewellyn, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, Lynn, 23 years, I promise you. He's 80 now, so he may be too old to get over here now, but 23 years. Yeah, Brian, he said, you got a good one. Yeah, I do, man. He said, Alan Costello said, would you recommend Cebu? Absolutely. And Cebu is a whole island. Cebu City is on Cebu Island. And Cebu got so many places, man, that I've been to. Mobwal, Bantayan Island, Comodes. They've got so many places on Cebu Island. Argyle is another nice place that I've been. Yeah. Hey, Orvin, good day. Are you the Orvin on my Facebook? Oh, you're welcome, Alan Costello. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're like Cebu, man. Oh, okay, Jay. He said round trip from Charlotte to Cebu, 863. That ain't bad right now. You'll probably better get it cheaper. So I think that's where my son's mother. Now, you think I'm playing about some of these women that get over there, they don't come back here. She hasn't been back for 5 years, man. But I can't say she takes good care of the family, but hell, 5 years. And I saw her too here when she was here last. April of 2016. Now it's going on 6 years. She hasn't been home. But if you see her on Facebook, she's living the life over there, man, Oh, okay, yeah, Orvin Shambling. He said, not much other Orvins in the world. Gary, son of Larry. He said, shout out to the Mike's game. Is that Mike in the Philippines? Mike's in the Philippines? Or is that Mix in the Philippines? I can't remember. Yeah. Mauricio M said, I married a Filipino in the USA. I got lucky. She came to me. Yeah. You did get lucky. Yeah. And the child you two have together lives with you in the Philippines, Calvin. Yeah. Right in there. Wow, JFK. But JFK always has good flights. 667, that's good. But my son, oh, you talking about, no. He lives in Cebu with his grandmother. Okay, MJB Aero Solution said, what can I do if she cooks something I don't particularly eat or like of a certain food cabinet? Just let her know beforehand. Hey, I don't eat that, shrimp paste or balut. Can you fix something else? But I promise you, she's going to cook what you want. She's not going to blindside you. She'll ask you what you want to cook. Now, if you go over somebody's house and they offer you offer you food and you don't want it, just say, hey, basug. Basug means I'm full already. Okay, John, take care, man. John Gomez. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of nice professionals. I didn't say that, Lynn. I'm saying that I just like Filipinos over in the Philippines. I like them in their natural environment. They change too much over there. I promise you that. I've seen it from my own eyes. Yeah, Texas is right. He said, yeah, but they've been poisoned by shows like The View. Hey, Stephen Bryson, what's going on, man? Yeah, I don't have much longer on here, Steve. Yeah, Mauricio M. He said, yes, true, Filipinos should change. I'm talking about they change bad. I mean, it's like night and day. I promise you this, man. This is no lie. Had I went to that Catholic Mass, and that would have been my first time meeting Filipinos, I never would have came here. But see, I met them in the Navy. So I knew they were cool. I met real Filipinos in the Navy. But when I took my wife to her first Catholic Mass, I was shocked. I could not believe it. Well, Prodigy, that's really personal, man. But to be honest with you, his mother has poisoned the family, telling them that I'm going to take my son and take him back to the United States. Not that I would ever do that. He loves it over here. He's happy over here. He's lived here his whole life. The bottom line is, I see pre-pandemic, I saw him just about every week. But she told them, so they won't let me take him anywhere out of their sight. Even when I did his CRBA, they came to Manila with us, So, but that's a whole other, man. I could do a whole video on that. When you have children about Filipino, you better be careful, because and it don't, as long as y'all together, it's going to be nice. But when you split up, that's when it gets ugly, because their culture is different than yours. See, like my wife, I have 4 daughters. I could go see my kids at any time. As a matter of fact, I had custody of my youngest 2, but anytime she didn't have any problem, because after a while, you start becoming friends again. Okay. But over here, they try to cut it all the way off. It's only through dogged determination that I even got a relationship with my son. Had it been up to her, see, when we broke up, he was 2 years old. She didn't even teach him English on purpose. But now he's the smartest one in his class. He speaks English better than me. So we're good friends, man. I'm his idol, man, but that's just how it is, though, man. I'm going to tell you, those irreconcilable differences, yeah, that's one of them. Gary's son, Larry, says, gotta love Calvin in the Superman outfit. The gentleman that sent me that, man, from Miami, Florida. Yeah, you're right. But I'm glad you said it, Mark. But no, I've said people, that's one of the reasons, that's the bad news that they get over here. So it scares foreigners from wanting to come here, because they think they're going to get kidnapped, which you're making the point. You're right. You said, Calvin, you mentioned kidnappings are very concerning to foreigners. Philippines is ranked 79th in the world in kidnappings, while Canada and France and Switzerland in the top 14. Yeah. My point was, you don't have to worry about getting kidnapped over here. You're going to more likely get run over in the middle of the street, to be honest with you. But that's the bad news you get. I was going to, I'll show you right now. I can go on and show you what I'm talking about. If you go on YouTube right now, look at the headline, not YouTube, Yahoo. Look at the headlines that they have for the Philippines. Nothing but bad, talking about this storm over here. You're not going to get anything, guys. No, nothing positive. Hold on, guys. Let me. My daughter messaged me. Yeah, it's nothing but bad news. Checo Kiko says, aren't parents frustrated also with the pandemic, with the kids struggling to learn, paying for schools that only offer the kids modules to learn from? Absolutely, man. And I'm one of them. My son, down in Mindanao, man, he's struggling, man, and I'm paying all that money for him. I already paid. I paid the whole year up front, which I shouldn't have did that. But it was only like, I'm trying to think, how much was it? $15,000 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's over here. It's like it's like really they just missed a whole year of school. It's like they're going to be set back a year. But yeah, Alan Costello says, talk about the girls, Calvin. What you want to know? I mean, they're off the chain over here, but you can get unlucky when you get over here and you see some of these women over here, man. You ain't going to, you won't go back to what you used to. Okay, Mauricio M. He said, by the way, you have a great show. Love the advice. I would love to visit. I even live in the Philippines. It's a beautiful country and people. It is. I made that video the other day because Lynn said something. It was profound to me. She said, Philippines is not so fun if you're poor over here. And I can see it because I live here. And it had a profound effect on me. And I was like, yeah, I wonder how the Philippines actually looks to a Filipino over here, just the masses. A lot of them, though, they do enjoy, because I talk to them, and they enjoy, the beaches and the different things like that. But, we're looking at the Philippines through totally different eyes, guys. Yeah, Prodigy. He says that $15,000 for a private school where they wear a uniform, Calvin. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Mark Cloissy says, do you find many Filipinos have a childlike mentality? Well, only when they get mad, and go into that old campo mode and stuff like that. But other than that, really, I love their disposition, to be in their situation over here and still have the outlook about life that they have, man. It's inspiring to me, and it shows me that I take a lot for granted, and see you don't have to have money to be happy. I mean, it makes it a lot easier, though, But I couldn't imagine living out here under the circumstances that some of the people live under here. It don't make them any less, but man. It's tough over here, man. And that's why I asked y'all to come over here and see where these girls are coming from that you're chatting with. Then you'll get a better idea of who she is. Man, it's rough over here. And why, they have that unspoken agreement. That's unique over here. To be honest with you. Alan said, I love to take you for a beer when I come, Cap. I don't drink, Alan, but hell, I drink a Coke and you drink the beer, man, I'd love to meet you, man. Any of these guys. Yeah, some of these places, man, when you go, like I was showing John, we went to a resort. I'm trying to think when we did. It was sometime in May. And we rented a van, we went down there. And I was telling him, I said, man, look at some of these places. There's no signal, there's no internet. The houses, man, I'm going to tell you, you wouldn't believe it. And I was telling John, I said, this is the real Philippines. A lot of my viewers and subscribers couldn't handle the real Philippines, and most of the Philippines is like that. The Philippines looks like a big farm for real. I think only like 25% is, now not the population, but the area is in those urban cities. The rest is like province and country and farmland and stuff, man, like that. And a lot of you guys, man, you couldn't handle it, man, the real Philippines, man. I couldn't. Hey, guys, let's see if we can get 200 thumbs up before I get off here, guys. And if you think I've earned your subscription, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. If you want to get the nitty gritty every day, I put out a video every day. Hey, Frank Ellis. He said, man, I checked out that Christian Filipino website. They're crazy. They want over $100 become a paid member. Yeah. But they don't realize it's the same people on that site, the girls, that are on Tag. Same women. You can go on Tag for free. You can go on Dating Asia for free. Same women, man. I promise you. See, they get you with that Christian Filipino thing. I wouldn't. Devon White said, James Lang, we're going to have to hang together. That will give us a possibility to make it to the third day before we marry. Man, that's funny. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. I've seen women. I've seen them do it, man. I seen two guys get married on their 2 weeks over here. One guy ended up dying. Yeah, you seen that video? That's a true story I'm talking about. Filipinos are widow makers. That was him I was talking about. Down in Cebu, he was 57. She was 20 or 21. Yeah, he was here on his 2 weeks. They got married. One picture they show where they're back at the hotel. He's got his shirt off. You can look through the lines. And then the next post, he's, on the damn coroner's table. I'm like, what in the world happened to him? Had a heart attack and died. Yeah. Gary, son of Larry, man, them are the worst ones. He said, beware of a Filipino in the U.S. who has a dating site. They want you to join and pay up knowing the Philippines were not open. Oh, my God. Travis Gibson said, how have you avoided getting married over there? I actually brought my wife to the United States. We were together for 4 years before we got married. It's hard, man. I'm going to tell you, it's hard. Because it's just a different dynamic. Believe it or not. Yeah, Paul M. It is. It's the super P. And the super B and the super H and the super A. It's all, man. Oh, no, I don't fool with that, James Trap. You're right, though. He said too much Viagra will give you a heart attack. I've got all this stuff in there that the guy gave me. I just reviewed it for him, and it's true. It works. But I don't take it. I don't need it. And then when you got a woman, I'm telling you, my woman's 39. She looks 20-something. She's got a nice body, man. And then when she starts working out again, I'm gonna have to get a bodyguard. Yeah, Sir William Durden. He said 4 years before marriage is great, though. That's how it should be. It takes 4 years to know someone fully, and even then it's a gamble. Yeah, the only reason we split up because, you know, she got a little hard-headed. She didn't want, you know, she knew what the plan was. She got over here in 6 months and was ready to go back. I gave up everything to come here. I wasn't going to just turn around in 6 months and go back. I had told her before we left to get your U.S. citizenship. She could have gotten her U.S. citizenship and wouldn't have had to worry about her visa. But they're the world's greatest procrastinators. And that's one thing that's going to drive you crazy. Hey, what's going on, Philip Cooper, man, if you're on here? Yeah, guys, I got about 4 minutes. And I'm going to get off here. Yeah, Sir William Durden, you know, when you're coming from the U.S. to the Philippines, I guess it's sort of like me being in the Philippines, going to the U.S. I'm wanting to come back to the Philippines. She wanted to go back to the U.S. and, you know, and after a while, I just found me somebody else, man. She knew I was, because she knew me. She was my mistress before. Hey, Mark Clovis said, great internet there this morning, Calvin. Yeah, thanks. It's clear today. There's no low cloud cover or anything like that, like it was the other day. Hey, what's going on, Philip, man? I appreciate you, man. Tell my buddy Milo I said, what's up? All right, Devon, take care, man. Sir William Durden. I was getting ready to say Sir Worden. But yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get off here. Thanks, everybody, for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up. We're at 198, guys. I need 2 more. All your help, all your kindness, all your support. I'm waiting any day now to get the paperwork to start on this house, man. Y'all gonna like this little house. It's nothing spectacular, but I'm gonna show you it can be done. And remember, I'm gonna build that Sunshine Shoulders guest house. I'm gonna have it. The guy that did my picture of me on Baby Denise's store. He's gonna make a sign. It's gonna be dedicated to my viewers and subscribers. Whenever you come there, man, it's going to be free. It's going to be the size of a big hotel room. You're going to have your own CR, nice bed, cable, aircon, the whole 9 yards, man. Yeah. Thanks, Sir William Durden. He said, like, comment, and subscribe. It's really going to be nice, guys. And I'm going to bring y'all along every step of the way. So I'm going to do a video there every day and also my regular video. Okay. Okay, Philip. He said I'm going to get over there when I get back here. I promise. Hey, thanks, man. Are you going to be able to go home, Philip? Okay, Smoky Mountain Mila. Thank you. He said, stay Cal. If you're in America, man, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. No, Lynn. My wife was my side chick before. She ain't gonna play this side chick stuff, but my wife did. Because I had the power, Lynn. Once I gave her that visa, she wasn't gonna deal with that anymore. But until then, yeah, I could have had as many women as I wanted to. But before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, grill runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's 11:27 a.m. in the morning. We have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. I'm going to intentionally go out and find somebody to help. When I go to the grocery, I see a lot of people on my way there because people need help over here, man. Literally millions of people. over here they're starving, man. Yeah, TJ Johnson, he says, real to see sunlight when you start to, it's getting late over there in America. People over here need our help, man, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Hey, what's going on, NY Night? TJ Johnson, thanks. Welcome to the Philippines, man. I'm glad you got here safely, man. Texas to Zoe, Mark Clausey. I'll see you in the morning, John. Take care, Lynn.